Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Nabilah binti Zuhairi and my topic for this study is the understanding of Islamic branding among Generation Z and the impact of it on purchase decision. So what is Islamic branding? Islamic branding is defined as a product or service that meets Sharia compliance and any practice involved in halal accreditation. This product or service should seriously implement strict procedure for the producer in getting the halal logo. Sociologists today identify 5 general trends and social patterns, which is traditional, baby boomer, Generation X, Generation Y, and Generation Z, which is Gen Z. Generation Z is defined as people who born between 1995 and 2012. So, from the observation, Generation Z is already working and some are still studying. Meanwhile, Kotler and Keller define purchase decision as an individual's action when buying or using a goods that is thought to satisfy his or her requirement or preference. Alam and Manun state that purchase decisions are problem-solving activities that individuals engage in when selecting products that meets their wants and aspirations. The scope for this study is Generation Z in Malaysia. This study is to examine how Generation Z is familiar with Islamic branding and if Islamic branding has an impact on the purchase of a product or service that they want. Based on previous research on Islamic branding by Aisyah 2022, Setia Ningsih 2021, Amin and Al-Idrus 2019, Trisha Nanto 2019, Alam and Maknun 2021, and Aisyah 2021, it was discovered that the group for the study was not specified for Generation Z. As a result, the goal of this study is to identify how Generation Z is familiar with Islamic branding and to explore the impact of Islamic branding of products and services on Generation Z purchase decisions. In order to accomplish this objective, I used a qualitative methodology as wanted to find out the extent to which Generation Z was familiar with Islamic branding and to investigate the impact of Islamic branding of product and service on Generation Z's purchasing decision. A total of 5 respondents from Generation Z from Negeri Sembilan, Selangor, Johor, Kedah and Kelantan were interviewed using a semi-structured interview method. I used the purposive sampling approach because the objective of this study was to study Generation Z from any state in Malaysia. In this study, I has outlined the respondent answers to the study objective, which were to find out the extent to which the generation was familiar with Islamic branding and to investigate the impact of Islamic branding of products and services on Generation Z's purchasing decision. In order to answer objective 1, which to identify how Generation Z is familiar with Islamic branding, several questions were asked. The results revealed various perspectives about Islamic branding. Respondents emphasized the importance of adhering to Sharia principles, particularly in the production of halal products, with examples such as chicken products slaughtered according to Islamic principles. Islamic branding aimed primarily at Muslim consumers, though some firms sought to broaden their appeal. Key aspects include halal labeling, symbolic representation, and alignment with Islamic principles in production process. While some actively sought Islamic branded products for religious and ethical reasons, others relied on recognizable halal symbols for assurance. The importance of Islamic branding in upholding religious value, supporting local economies, and ensuring consumer confidence was highlighted, emphasizing the significance of halal certification and adherence to Islamic principles in product selection. Overall, Islamic branding influenced perception by instilling trust, assurance of halal compliance, and alignment with Islamic values, driving consumer preference towards such products. Meanwhile, to answer objective 2, which is to explore the impact of Islamic branding of product and service on Generation Z's purchase decisions, some questions were asked. In exploring the influence of Islamic branding on purchasing decisions, varied perspectives emerged. Respondents cite examples such as Zeus Coffee, halal certified but owned by non-Muslims, indicating a willingness to prioritize reliability even amidst occasional quality concerns. Other respondents emphasized the persuasive quality and conformity to Islamic values associated with products bearing Islamic branding, particularly crucial for establishing trust with Generation Z consumers. The significance of the halal logo was underscored by respondents, especially in Malaysia, where it served as a key factor influencing product selection and instilling confidence, particularly in food and cosmetic products. For this study, the researchers categorized the respondents' answer into three types. First, the importance of halal logo. Second, the influence of purchase decision. And third, source use. In addition to examining how Generation Z perceive Islamic branding, this study aimed to identify the factors influencing their purchasing decision. The research objective was focused on identifying Generation Z's familiarity with Islamic branding and exploring its impact on their choice when making purchase decisions. Through interviews with 5 Generation Z participants and understandings of their perspective emerged. The main factors found in their decision-making process are ingredients, the existence of a Jakim-certified halal logo, and product or service reviews. All of these factors work together to shape how Generation Z views Islamic branded goods and services, which in turn affects how decisions are made overall. The results of the interview shows that Islamic branding does, in fact, influence Generation Z's purchase decisions. In conclusion, Generation Z is familiar with Islamic branding and it impacts their purchasing decision. The researchers offer a few recommendations to other researchers, such as conducting a specific Islamic branding product or service on Generation Z, since this generation is easily influenced by what is going viral on social media. Future research should consider broader data coverage and demographic national or regional aspects. In addition, this analysis was conducted in a Muslim-majority country, requiring further research in non-Muslim countries for comparison. It is possible to obtain different results, especially regarding the relationship between Islamic branding and purchase decision. That's all from me. Thank you.